Good afternoon. I'm John Bowe. I'm the 4-H team coordinator for Cornell Cooperative Extension in Warren County. Today we're going to talk about leave no trace and fire starting. So leave no trace has a variety of principles, 7 in fact, that go along with reducing human impact on the environment and how we can manage that. We're going to focus on principle number 5, which is about starting a fire and how to do that while also reducing your impact on the natural environment. So, to focus on principle number 5, we need to talk about why are we managing the fire. So our fire, whether it's small or large, can have a very large impact on the environment. So we want to be very careful in placing it and creating it, watching it and maintaining it, and then extinguishing it. So it reduces the impact overall. As good caretakers of the earth, we want to make sure that we reduce our impact and prevent anything like unintentional forest fires. For our fire, we're going to need 3 components. We're going to need air or oxygen, we're going to need a heat source, and we're going to need fuel. I have a couple examples of fuel here. First, we're going to need tinder. Tinder is very small things. This is birch bark, which you can break down into multiple layers. As you can see, you can peel this, okay, into thinner and thinner and thinner layers. Then we have pine needles. You can also burn these. You can use dry grass as well. And then for kindling, we're going to need small sticks like the twig on the back of the needles. Small sticks like this. And then as we get into fuel, you'll come up with a variety of different size sticks like this, or regular firewood. Now you'll notice this is already cut, but when you're out in the outdoors, you want to take these from dead and down trees. You never want to peel birch bark, for example, off a living birch tree. You want to take it from a dead and down tree, okay? You can find it walking along the trails. Pick it up, put it in your pocket, and when you get to your spot, that's when you start your fire. You also don't want to move firewood more than 50 miles. So if you're going to a campsite, you can plan on purchasing firewood along the way if you don't have to carry it in. What you'll need for your fire starting is a cleared space for the fire. It can be on the ground in a cleared area, free of leaves, needles, and duff. Duff is dried material that could ignite. You could use a fire ring, or in this case, a fire pit. So this is a portable fire pit that we picked up, actually used at a yard sale. Again, you're going to need your kindling, your fuel, and then a spark. As you can see, there's a green container with a match there. We're going to use a 1-match fire starting method today. We also are going to have a container of water available so that should the fire need to be extinguished quickly, we can do that. Make sure that your spot is safe to start your fire, so clear of any other debris. As you can see, even around our grill, we have a cleared area. This is actually packed stone. You'll find this very commonly at state parks and state reserves in their fire areas, and they'll often have a fire ring with a grate. You want your fire to stay contained, so make sure to use that established fire ring or pit, or even a metal grill container like this one. Make sure that there are no pine needles or duff, as I mentioned before. It only takes one little gust of wind for your fire to spread. So again, select a safe space like you see here. So here we are, we're about to light our fire. I have our container of water, should we need to extinguish the fire quickly. I've created a log cabin fire lay, right? So with a log cabin, you're going to cross your branches. As you can see, these are larger than pencil size, okay? So this is in your small fuel size. Our kindling is inside of the cabin. When you light, make sure you light properly. So in this case, you're going to strike along this striker. Can you see that? Excellent. Okay. Then, holding the match at the end and upwards, you're going to light from the bottom of the fire and allow it to burn upwards. Do not light at the top, because if you light at the top, what's going to happen is it will burn out. Also, if you hold the match downwards, the flame burns up the stick to your fingers. Don't want that to happen, okay? Move away from the smoke so you don't inhale it. Don't lean directly over the fire.